Please welcome Joel Ring from VR Sverige.
Thank you so much. Great to be here. All right, so the topic for today is the state of VR/immersive tech in 2017. Now, we all know 2016 was a great year for VR. We got the consumer headsets, we got the Gear VR, the Oculus Rift, the HTC Vive, which I'm sure many of you have tried. Yeah. Okay. VRSverige.se, we are Sweden's largest news site about virtual reality. We produce lots of content, we do product tests, we write very much about the Swedish development scene for VR. We host events like open houses, which you can visit for free. We do workshops on VR. And we have our main site, VRSverige.se. We also have a recently launched virtualreality.se, which will be our business site. So, what we will do very soon, we will go international. Last year, we founded the company, and we kind of covered the Swedish VR scene. And this year, we will actually launch immersive.ly. And the thing is, why this name immersively? Well, that is because we think that VR will converge with AR, augmented reality. And the common name for all those technology will be immersive technologies. Through this network, we will connect some other sites, for example, vrnorge.no. And we will also make a partnership with Haptical, for example. So, before this year started, we made a few predictions for this year. First prediction, from virtual, augmented, mixed reality to immersive media tech. That's what we believe. Secondly, we believe that there will be a massive push for VR from Hollywood. Now, we all know Hollywood is very interested in filmmaking, storytelling, and VR is a great tool for giving an immersive experience of storytelling. Also, there's a big competition from the gaming industry. So what we see is kind of the gaming industry is converging also with the film industry. So you can see a movie and you can also interact within the movie. Or within a VR game, you will get movie sequences. Third prediction, Apple will get into the immersive game with the iPhone 8. Do you believe it's true? Yes. Yeah. And when we say immersive, we strongly believe they will do an AR device. That's our best bet. Fourth prediction, VR arcades will be huge, real big. They are already big in China. Chinese love to go out and play video games, and there are already thousands of VR arcades where you can try VR.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Not totally sure what I haven't tried this before. Oh. You can keep going. I think we'll
Yeah.
You know, on the good side, people on the live stream, they can still see what's on.
Oh, unfortunately, I cannot see it right now. Could you help me switch so I can see my slides? Yeah. So arcades, they are just starting up movie arcades with the IMAX theaters in the US. Maybe you heard about the cooperation between IMAX and the Swedish company Starbreeze. Starbreeze makes their own VR headset called the Star VR, which will be used for watching immersive movies.
It's coming.
Yeah. In Sweden so far we have one arcade outside Gothenburg that are just trying out the concept, but we think this will spread really fast.
I can see it here.
All right. Why don't you just flip it over and...
Yeah, well...
Oh. Oh, yay. Fifth prediction. Social and mobile will define the VR giants. Now, this of course is a mobile headset, but it's kind of limited. And I will come to the limitations soon. But basically you cannot get positional tracking, and the graphics resolution is not as good as the tethered, the computer-connected devices. But also, as you might have noticed, this is kind of a lonely experience. I cannot see you that good, and you cannot see my eyes, so we need some kind of way to show other people what we are experiencing and to share it. And we can see that Facebook are making initiatives so that you can actually stream VR to Facebook, which is one first step. And the company who makes the killer app that combines mobile and social will be big. So these are our predictions, but we wouldn't make guesses just out of the blue. So we actually spoke to 10 VR development companies. You have Survive, Fast Travel Games, Mimers, HatRabbit Sense VR, Boldark, Redstone Studios, Mostly Harmless Games, Sightline and Universes, which are all Swedish virtual reality development companies. And we asked them, what do you think about 2017? First question, will 2017 be the year when VR goes mainstream? And everybody answered no, it will not. And we agree. There was a huge boom last year. The VR headset was chosen as the present gift for Christmas for the year, if you remember that. But right now we don't see that much is happening. So we kind of had a peak and it's kind of settling down right now. Companies are evaluating what really works. We think maybe 2018 would be a more educated guess when it goes mainstream. And Survive actually elaborates on that a bit. 2017 will be about creating stability, standards, improving accessibility, and valuable experiences. So basically doing the experiences better. HatRabbit says the tech will not be ready for mass market. It's still kind of cumbersome to set up these HD Vives and Oculus Rift gears. But it's very important that the inner circle of early adopters, the enthusiast communities, reach out and kind of get more people to discover VR. AR will mainstream very quickly, says Universes. And that is well connected with the iPhone. When there's a big player that launches a good AR platform, it will reach the masses. Okay, so business applications, selling and renting real estate will be big, says Sightline. They develop those apps, so not so weird. Mostly Harmless Games, a game studio from Skövde. They say now is a great time to build your network and to build your company's human capital. Now, you all know developers is a limited resource. It's difficult to attract the best people. Next question. What needs to happen next year? And the answers were the gear has to be cheaper. It has to be more accessible, easier to use. We need more powerful mobile VR devices. And we need better titles. So the VR experiences so far are mostly short demos. They are not really the full productions of games. Just a few quotes. It has to reach out of the home experience. You have to be able to bring it out. It's difficult to mount the lighthouses to do the setup. You need more open platforms. Also the budget. This is interesting. Bollark says the companies have budgets for digital transformations, but few companies have budgets for VR and AR development. And people really need to allocate money for those fields too. On the question, what do you think will happen in 2017? Most answer, we will see a slow growth. We will see an AR hype, as we did with VR last year. We'll see a few AAA titles, commercial games, such as Fallout 4, that will be released for VR this year. And there will also be a few titles by Valve. Companies believe that we will see the first true mobile headsets with positioning tracking. Just a short explanation. With this headset, it tracks your head movements. You can roll, tilt, and pitch your head, but it doesn't track where in the room you are. And what we think is coming is that we'll get so-called inside-out tracking, cameras that can sense depth and kind of scan the room. And also the companies think that we will see a quicker adaptation in business-to-business applications. So, Survey says, we need to agree on UI standards for menus. Adaptations for the individuals with functional handicaps. And VR arcades, here it comes again. VR arcades and cafes will have a solid grip on the market. HatRabbit says, the boundary between high-end VR and mobile VR will become blurrier. And all the big science fiction movies of the years and their company VR Experience will give the VR industry a big push. So here's the collaboration again with Hollywood. What will be the coolest VR AR application? Biggest one, wireless mobile positioning. To be able to actually walk around and experience VR and AR wherever you are. And also cheaper AR headsets. Now you can purchase HoloLens for $3,000, and that is a little bit too expensive. Hope we will see a better price within the next iPhone. So, in-depth answers for this question. Apple and/or Magic Leap will release their solutions. Magic Leap that are very secret about their product, but that has raised a lot of capital. So many people believe they will launch something really spectacular. Google Tango, another technology for mobile tracking, will come. We will also have hand tracking. Not only will we be able to scan the room, but we will be able to see our hands and to interact with objects. And last one, eye tracking and mobile headsets with spatial tracking. So eye tracking, maybe you know about Tubi. Yeah, so they have their eye tracking sensors in the Star VR headset to enable the foveated rendering, which is very important to save bandwidth. Basically, you want a clear picture where you're looking. You don't want to render the full image. And that, of course, saves a lot of data processing power and memory and storage. So, to conclude, number one, we will go from virtual, augmented and mixed reality to the common name immersive tech. There will be a massive push for VR from Hollywood. There will be the immersive experience from Apple called iPhone. Maybe actually it won't be called iPhone 8. Maybe it will be the iPhone X for the 10th anniversary of iPhone. The VR arcades, you will find them in almost every big city. And you will see social and mobile to find the VR giants. That's it. So, questions?